everyone, I'm so excited to do this video today because I've had a ton of requests. I am going to do my face, obviously. I have to get out of the house this morning at some point, and I'm only going to use my beauty blender, which I have a love-hate with, just saying, and my new Goss brush set. So that's what I'm using this morning. I'm going to start with the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and use this primarily in the T-zone, but I like this primer a lot. I really am trying to save my Veil primer for special occasions because it's expensive and I don't feel like replacing that right now. So, yeah, I'm going to also use the NARS, what the heck is this called? Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. In my kit I use this as well, and I put it on the back of my hand and apply it to the lids. But I'll tell you what, at the end of my workday, when it always is sort of still there, so I think that's a testament to how well this works, I think. Okay, so today I'm going to wear my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. It's a funny thing, I never saw myself as someone who would use a drugstore foundation, but I find myself reaching for this all the time. And I think it's a very, very good dupe of Clinique Stay Matte, you know, for half the price. So that's good. And now I'm going to use the Beauty Blender. I'm just going to kind of try to squeeze out the excess water. I'm not great with this, I'll be honest with you. I'm still getting, you know, the hang of it. But I don't love it, and that's a bummer because everyone I know who has it's like, oh, it's the greatest thing, and yeah. So here's the foundation. I just feel like maybe sometimes it applies too much, and I don't want that look. But again, I'm sure it's me. It's not the Beauty Blender. Everyone loves it. So I hope your Saturday's amazing. We have great weather here, and I mean, by great, I mean it's like 70 degrees, so it's perfect. And to me, that's like the perfect temperature. So that's how that's applying with the Beauty Blender. I guess the one huge positive I can see for the Beauty Blender is you need very little foundation. Like I just used 3 pumps on the back of my mirror, and really, I think I've only needed one of them with the Beauty Blender, whereas with a brush, you go through foundation much faster with a brush. So that's kind of interesting. So that's how that's working out. Very sheer coverage, I think, with when you're using a light hand. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the 2 concealers, the Bobbi Brown Tinted Eye Brightener, which I really like. And I always use it in those 3 spots on the eye. So like just up here, just underneath, and right there, if that makes sense. So then I'm going to take the end of the Beauty Blender and kind of blend that in. Okay. And that I might not need the NARS as well. Sometimes I feel like I need a little extra coverage, but that's good. Alright, and this is how much foundation I still have on the mirror I use. So again, I think maybe this is a good way to have your foundation last longer. But again, I have to play with that a little more. I just don't feel like I know what I'm doing with it at all. Alright, next I'm going to use my Ethereal Light Ambient Powder from Hourglass, which is fantastic. And this brush, which is the number 3. It looks like that. And I'm just going to kind of set that concealer. But this is really nice because I believe it's very brightening. People have asked me which one to get. This is the one I recommend all the time, but that's just my preference. I think this is the best one. This is, by the way, the very white one. Okay. So, Next, I'm going to take the face brush, which I was very curious about, and I think this is probably the big reason I bought the set. I was very curious about this brush, and I wanted to kind of understand how to use it best. And Wayne talked about that it will erase your pores. So I have some NARS powder here, and I'm just going to tap this brush into the powder, tap off the excess, and really hit the T-zone. The only thing, it's so little, it's really a little brush, but on the other hand, it's very precise, which is good. I tend to get some pores right here that show through. I used these brushes yesterday, and I was going to make a video, and I realized my battery was dead. But that was okay because it gave me a chance to really play with them and see how I felt was a good way to use them. So basically I'm just tapping this, like stamping it onto the face, and I like it. It's not like super soft in that oh, it's so soft. It's soft, it's comfortable to use, but I think it's puts a very concentrated amount of product where you want it, and that's really the joy of that brush. Okay, now I'm going to use my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil and the number 2 brush and contour a little. So I'm just going to go under the cheekbones. And I like this, it's very precise and it's very soft, which I love. I'm just going to go down the jawline there a little bit. But I love this one. This is, so far, this is maybe my favorite because it's so soft. And then what blush am I going to use? Let's see. I took this one out. I'm not sure, I haven't reviewed this, but I will in the near future. This is Truth from Kat Von D. I was really excited to try her blushes, but I don't feel like the lasting power is that great. But it's pretty. It's a pretty color. I don't want to ever touch up blush. That just seems so silly to me. Okay, so again, I've used the same brush for contour, cheeks. And now I'm going to use it for highlight, just cause. And I have to do my favorites this weekend. The Laura Mercier Highlight 02, which was the one that supported cancer research. I think it was, yeah, ovarian cancer or something. And I'm just going to use that on the cheekbones, and the cupid's bow, and the collarbones. Okay. No, you didn't see that, but the collarbones. But I did it, I swear. Okay. So the eye look I'm going to do today, because I'm going to do a stronger lip, is going to be with the Bare Minerals palette called the Power Neutrals. I got this a few weeks ago on base, the military base, and I haven't really used it. Do you guys ever do that? So I bought it and haven't tried it, so I feel kind of stupid about that. But alright, so I'm going to start with this cream color. It's a matte, and I'm just going to, in the brush number 6, this is the flat kind of a shader brush, but it also obviously could be used in the crease because it's so pliable and soft. And I'll say these are so different than what I'm used to using that I feel like there's a little bit of a learning curve here, but I am enjoying them. Just trying to get used to the best way to use them. And this is not what I normally would use, so it takes time. Okay, next I'm going to take this, do I want to do totally neutral or, I mean obviously it's a neutral palette, but I'm going to do this tan color here. Same brush, I think, and just use that as a crease brush. These are really pigmented. I don't know if this is still available. If it's on base, it probably isn't, but Actually, our base gets great stuff. We're really lucky. We get Too Faced, Bare Minerals, Buxom. Not a lot of Buxom, but a few Buxom things, and you know, any perfume you could need or want. So it's really good. Now I'm going to take that same brush again and just get a little bit more of this cream color and use it as a highlight on the brow bone. Okay. I'm going to use the number 5, which is a very tiny, kind of a crease brush, I guess, and the sparkling white cream color. It's, I say sparkling, but it's just got a little hint of shimmer. And I'm going to use that right there. Inner corner. It's so soft. Okay. Next I'm going to take the number 7, which is this very tiny brush, and what I want to do, I think I'll do the tan color again. This may be the most neutral look you guys have seen me do. I'm not such a neutral girl. I'm just not. So I'm just using that kind of as a push liner brush. So that's how that looks. And then in the outer V, I'm going to use this dark brown color, which is matte also. This is mostly matte, honestly, this look. I'm taking the 04 brush and I'm just going to do the outer V. There, that looks more done to me. Okay, so that's the look as far as the shadows. I'm trying to find a liner I was just thinking about. Okay, this is the Stila Emerald Kajal, and I'm going to use this in the waterline today. I am wearing a skirt that matches this color, which, you know, I'm sure that's a requirement that we all do that. We match our skirt to our eyeliner, I'm sure, but I thought that would be fun. Okay, so there's that. And I think I will use this on the upper lash line as well, just cause. Now these are very smudgy liners, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tiny brush again, and I'm just going to kind of smudge it out. Okay, so that's how that's starting to shape up. Next I'm going to take the tiniest brush I own, I swear, and my Illamasqua Brow Cake, and give this a go with this brush. It seems so tiny. It would be interesting to see how it works. It's extremely precise, I'll give it that. My house, all the background music. Goodness. I don't know if you can hear that, but Kayvon's banging into the stainless garbage can in the kitchen. Okay. Okay. Alright, and next I'm going to use, I got this in a kit. This is the Tarte Gifted Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara. I don't know what that means, but I like this. It's kind of a strange name, but this works pretty well, and I didn't really have high expectations for it, so it's always nice when something works better than you think it will. Okay. I'm going to do 2 coats of this. Okay. This is an amazing mascara. I don't know if you can see, but it really is impressive. I'm really liking this. I don't know if they sell this separately. I don't feel like I've ever seen it, so gotta love that. When they send you something wonderful, you can't buy anywhere else. Okay, so I'm going to use the Too Faced Perfect Lips Liner, which is probably my favorite lip liner. I wish they still made it. I'm just getting the balm kind of off my lips so I can do this. And then I'm going to use the YSL, I think this is called Stiletto Rose, it's number 9, Rouge Pure Couture. And I'm going to top it with the gloss that I'm totally loving. And this is a Buxom Lip Cream in Kir Royale. I think that's how you say that. I don't honestly know. I don't drink. So it's just a nice red, dark red. And one thing I have to say about Buxom lip products in general, but especially the lip creams and the lip glosses, they hold your lipstick on. And whenever I use them on brides, they tell me that their lipstick even stayed on for the whole wedding. So, okay, so that is my look of the day using Wayne Goss's brushes. Let me know what you think. It's a learning curve. It's different probably than what you're used to using or what I'm used to using, and that's good. I mean, they're definitely better than what I normally would use, but oh, my hair's driving me nuts. It's so awful today. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to continue to play with them, continue to update you on my thoughts, but you know, so far so good. I like them. They are nice and soft. Soft is good. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. I cannot talk this morning. Bye-bye.